Hey, Shalom. First of all, to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Rakakadash, Yahweh, who the word English calls God, Yahweh Shah, who the word English calls Jesus. When he give it the honor to the apostles of great millstone, who has taught me this truth, and when he give it peace and blessings to the Akim across the four corners of the earth, who teach this truth and rest like to do so. It's going to be a quick video. Lord, when the video is edifying, Lord, I can get some in front of this video. I'm going to get a couple precepts here in 2 Peter, the 3rd chapter, and whatever precepts come to mind. I will grab, and again, Lord, when the video is edifying, Lord, I can get something from this video. Before I start, give me 1 second. I can, 1 second. Come on. So like, okay. The reason why I'm gonna get 2 Peter the 3rd chapter, we were at camp, and I had mentioned that men count slackness, right? Men, think that America will be an ongoing process, like an ongoing kingdom, ongoing, like nothing's ever going to happen to it, right? Just a couple of weeks ago, we had looked up, how what's the range of an empire, like how long does it usually last, right? And usually empires start to fall after or around 250 years, right? America is on its 248th year. Okay, I was watching I watch a lot of like military videos or like Navy SEAL videos, or people who have who are higher up in the military and who has done things in the military that are like so-called outstanding, to the world, right? Whether it's like guys who killed terrorists, Navy SEAL guys who went on certain missions, right? Guys who you know, did certain things, completed high level missions, right? And when you hear these guys talk, you would see that even them, right? They are skeptical about how things are ran and how the future of America, right? You had one guy, he said that the interviewer had asked him, he was like, hey, do you think that there'll be any more terrorist attacks on America? And he said, yes. He said, definitely, right? And the reason why is because the borders, right, are being opened. The borders, people are coming over here, and you have what he called sleeper cells, right? And what people don't understand is that that's the downfall of running a Babylonian system. It doesn't work because you don't know who's who. You're trying to make everybody one, but you don't understand that not everybody is one, right? They're on some Tower of Babel shit, and that don't work. Okay, it doesn't work, right? It was destroyed. Right now, they're trying to, make everybody coexist and make everybody one to fulfill their plan, and it's part of their NWO. Okay, but it doesn't work, and it will fall. It has to be separation. If everything is clumped in together, then it only brings forth confusion, right? And that's what you're gonna have, here in these upcoming times. As a matter of fact, while we're on this topic, let me just go here really quick. This is 2 Esdras 15, and I start at no, let me go down. Let me go to I start at 10. So like, this is 2 Esdras 15 and 10. It says, behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt, right? The modern day land of Egypt is America, okay? But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof, right? And how this modern day Egypt is going to be destroyed is by thermonuclear missiles, right? I have plenty of videos going into that. The elders have plenty of videos going into that. Brethren have, plenty of videos going into that, breaking that down. You go to Isaiah 13, man. We can go to Revelation. We can go to 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter. I mean, we could go all day, So, that may be another video for another time, okay? It says, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and stretch their arm and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. And to prove that is that it's still people that dwell in ancient Egypt, right? That the whole land wasn't totally destroyed, right? But this modern day Egypt, right, will be destroyed by thermonuclear missiles. Scriptures talk about 200,000, which is 200 million missiles, which is prophesied to be destroyed, prophesied to be shot over here, okay? And that will be the conclusion of the Third World War, okay? Which the Bible speaks of, okay? It says, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundations of it shall be smitten. And why does the scriptures reference this place as Egypt? Well, we're captive here, and a lot of things that, as far as idols and certain practices that ancient Egyptians did, America does, okay? I mean, you got phallic symbols, you got, just different things that represents these different kingdoms, that was before America, okay? Which goes to show you that this place is spiritually called, that's what scripture say was, that place called Sodom and Egypt, right? Spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. Why? I mean, if you look at it, it's a lot of Moism that go on here, right? This was the captivity of the Israelites. Egypt had us in captivity, okay? It says, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundations of it shall be smitten with a plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. They that till the ground shall mourn, and their seed shall fail through the blasting in hell, and with a fearful consolation. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. Okay. It says, because what? It's going to be trouble. It's going to be troubled times. It's going to be, scripture talk about the said perils which are to come. You got guys that are dabbling into different doctrines and, steering away from the truth, not understanding that, hey, it's only going to be, so long before there's not going to be any videos, right? It's going to be so long where it's like you're not going to be able to go out in the highways and byways and we have to really hope and pray that we part of that number and that the Lord is dealing with us, man. It's not about, it kind of is about, what I should say, like getting on each other, right? Because that's part of this ministry. But you got guys who every video, right? Majority of the videos is about, like, you got one particular guy, like the ex-head of our camp, right? His page, you go on his page, he has videos about, us and over and over and over and who he don't like and this, bro. It's not about who you don't like and who you this and who that, bro. At the end of the day, if you, are deemed a demon, and that's what you are, right? Like, you're teaching different doctrines, you're, leading people astray, confusing the flock, and whoever follows you is, if they don't come out of that, they will be destroyed right along with you. You know what I mean? Making fun of the, elders and bros and GMS and all that just because you're not in GMS. You know what I mean? And it's just like, it's not always about, it's always about rebuking, but it's not always about, oh, I don't like this person, I don't like that person, I don't like, bro, like, the thing that all those people and you got in the only thing that's consistent is what you don't like. So you are the problem. You know what I mean? It's not a thing of emotions, man. Okay? Teach and preach the truth, man, and our job is to teach and preach the truth and get ourselves right to the best of our abilities, so therefore we might receive salvation. Okay? It says, for the sword and their destruction draw nigh, and one people shall, show more. Let me go to 14. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draw nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. And this is going to come a time where we're going to be in martial law, right? It's going to get like, what was that, South Korea or North Korea got a notification earlier, just declared that, right? But there's going to be a time where it's like, motherfuckers going to be out here purging for real. You know what I mean? And in that time, we hope to be protected out of these said perils to come. Okay? 16, it says, for there shall be sedition. And it's scripture says swords in their hands. A sword is a piercing instrument, right? It could be a gun, it could be a sword, it could be a knife, it could be a dagger, it could be a shank, it could be a weapon that pierce your motherfucking eye, right? 16, it says, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. See? It says, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. And when you hear these interviews with these, military guys, you start to hear, like, these guys might not really, they might not really, because they have a deeper understanding than the average person about how things work as far as war and as far as politics and as far as, like, how shit is ran, because they were an active member in it, and they're like, man, they are skeptical on what's going on and how things are being ran. So it just goes to show you, like, not every so-called American is not on one accord. You know what I mean? And when you're not on one accord, then that's confusion. A real spill. It says, and they shall not regard their kings nor princes. There's going to come a time where they're not going to regard those that are the hierarchy. Or ain't going to give a fuck. Because guess what? When you hungry and your stomach touching your back, you know what I mean? And you got mouths to feed and, a family to, provide for and to protect and all that. You know what I mean? It comes a time where you don't give a fuck what nobody talking about. You know what I mean? Second Ezra, and what does the world have to resort to? They don't have the Lord, so they're going to resort to being carnal. Right? They're going to resort to what they know. They're going to resort to survival tactics, survival instincts, right? Self-preservation is what they're going to resort to. We hope to be delivered up out of that. As the scriptures say, my servant shall eat. Okay? 2 Ezra 15 and 17, it says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Right? It says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. Okay, so a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, right? People are going to be cutthroat around this motherfucker, right? They have a saying, like, how loyal is a hungry dog. See, when everybody's, like, comfortable and all that, then you see smiles, waves, this and that. But when you ain't eating days and you don't know what's going to go on, everybody's on edge. Right? These are the things coming to the world, man. You know what I mean? And people think it's a game until it's in front of them, It says, 20, it says, behold, the scriptures talk about famine, man. Okay? 20, it says, behold, said the Most High, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me, which are from the rising of the sun, from the south, from the east, and from Lebanus, to turn themselves one against another and repay the things that they have done to them, like as they do yet this day unto my chosen, so will I do also in recompense in their bosom. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, my right hand shall not spare the sinners, and my sword shall not cease over them that shed innocent blood upon the earth. And what people don't understand is that, that war is going to be fought, in the Middle East, man. Okay? that war is going to be, so it's just like, people don't understand that. The average person doesn't understand, man, that, you're not they only could keep you comfortable for so long until you start seeing certain shit pop up on the media and pop up on the news to where you begin to question, your fucking safety. You know what I mean? One thing about America has done a good job of tricking the minds of the people to thinking that there's no threat. You know what I mean? But according to scripture, it is a threat. According to scripture, this place has a great judgment, man. Okay? And we hope to be delivered out of the said perils of things that are to come. Okay? I was going to get 2 Peter, the 3rd chapter. I'll probably just say that for another video. The Spirit took me here. The Spirit took me here, man. So I might, I don't want to make this, too long. I just want to get short and right to the point. So they're going to be short. But Lord willing, I could come with another video. The Spirit hop on me to do so. Going into 2 Peter, the 3rd chapter, and add, whatever precepts to that come to mind, man. But again, Lord willing, this was edifying. Lord willing, I got something from this video. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh. By Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakadash. I'm going to tell you, brothers, keep pushing on to the next. Shalom.